Today I want to talk about respect and how to tactically use it to separate yourself from the masses, build solid relationships, and create more professional opportunities. Respect is the number one trait I use to differentiate between relationships I invest in and relationships I avoid. And here's why. Respect is earned. Yet most people demand respect and complain when they don't get it, when they're not willing to earn it in the first place. And so the reason why I believe respect is such a powerful filter to use when sifting through relationships is because it is an intrinsic measure of character. When we talk about filters, effective filters remove all the bad and keep all the good. Think about coffee filters. Good coffee filters capture all the coffee grounds, and the worst coffee filters allow all the grounds to seep through the filter into your drink. For a more professional example, think about interviews. Interviews are a common system of filtering potential recruits for companies. And if you think about a perfect interviewing system for a company, it is when the company is exceptional at finding and recruiting the top talents from the overall pool. So filtering becomes very important when the stakes are high and the sample size is large. If a company has to hire 3 individuals from a sample size of 3,000, their filtering system needs to be very effective. And so how do you do that? You get clear on metrics. Things like company values, character traits, previous experience, mindsets, body language. Ultimately, the best metrics weed out the masses. And in the context of relationships, respect is such a powerful metric because it measures character. Most people aren't willing to earn respect. Most people want the rewards without putting the work in. So, for the select few who have the work ethic, who lean into the grind, today's framework is going to be incredibly helpful because you can separate yourself from all the pretenders who want it easy. Fair enough? Cool. And here are 3 tips on how to earn respect and separate yourself from the masses. Listen more than you speak. Most people like to talk. Few like to listen. So, if you want to separate yourself, listen more than you speak. Listening is a powerful skill because it allows you to connect with the other person. Anyone can yap about whatever they want, but few can connect intentionally. So if you learn how to strategically empathize with a variety of people, you can develop a social edge over the competition. Now, I want to make one thing clear. There's a difference between hearing and listening. Hearing is passive. The phrase in one ear, out the other comes to mind. On the other hand, true listening is active. It requires active engagement and adaptability to the person, situation, and context at play. If done properly, you can gather ideas, foster connection, and gain situational awareness. And here's the thing. Once you gain awareness, then speak, because now your voice will be constructive rather than chaotic. So many people talk without purpose. But if you listen and gain social context, you will gain respect because of the way you carry yourself in social situations. Quiet and intentional beats loud and chaotic any day of the week. The second principle is to give more than you take. When approaching relationships, think about how you can add value to the other person. Not from a suck-up perspective, but from a contribution perspective. If you are capable of adding value to someone else's life, whether it's through compliments, favors, or ideas, you will be much more memorable than someone who only comes around when they need something. Now, disclaimer, be genuine. Don't try to manipulate someone through favors or compliments or gifts. Give with the intention of improving someone else's life and watch how easy relationships become. I mean, if you think about it, we all avoid people who take much more than they give. Not because we're selfish, but because we're human. No one wants to feel used. We all want to feel respected. So in my opinion, give much more than you take. The result? Top-class relationships. The third and final principle is to earn more than you demand. Let your actions define you. Results create proof of competence. So instead of demanding that someone sees you as competent, create results that act as proof of competence. This way, you don't have to talk. This one is killer because it allows you to literally dominate the competition through work. If you learn how to define yourself by what you do rather than by what you say, people will notice. And it allows you to earn respect from people who also define themselves by their actions. So this tip alone will not only help you separate yourself from other people, but also help you filter through potential relationships and opportunities that are worth investing in. Ultimately, if you want to be different than everyone else, act different than everyone else. It's that simple. If everyone shows up on time, show up early. If everyone gives 80% effort, give 100. If you act like the few, you can live like the few. And in terms of respect, I believe these 3 tips offer tremendous value, not because they necessarily make you more productive or more strategic, but because they build character. And personal development, at its core, ultimately aims to build character. So again, try these out. They worked for me, so I wanted to share them with you. If you're new to the channel, my name is Gina. Subscribe, and I'll see you soon.